begin our warm-up. So you're going to breathe in. It's called pulling down the heavens. Breathe out. So we're gathering energy from the earth, gathering it from the sky, bring it down, and moving your knees up and down. So you're opening everything up, stretching. That's yang. And then we're going to compress. That's yin. So breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in, stretch, open them up, fingers out, come back together, relax and compress into your abdomen. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, so we're going to warm up our body. There's three kind of standard exercises we do. The first one is to kind of warm up our midsection. So it's called dragon shakes his whiskers. What you're doing is you're not turning your hips, you're turning your waist. It's like wringing water out. We're trying to wring stale energy out of our internal organs. Our chin follows our shoulder. So that means we're warming up the neck. Our hands are loose. They're being moved by our waist, as in Taichi. The other thing to do is, I said, these build up your mind. So what you're going to do is you turn, you're going to pick a point, move your eyes all the way to the end and focus on that point as fast as you can. This builds up your ability to focus, mental acuity. And then as we do it a few times, so this is getting our internal organs warmed up, warming up our neck, and then now as we do it, as you get warmed up, see if you can move the 2 points closer together, and then whatever your flexibility is, that's fine, but if you can, you just pick 1 point and look at that. All right. Okay, so that's dragon shakes his whiskers. The next one is shake the 9 gates. That's your hip, knee, ankle, shoulder, elbow, and wrist, and upper, lower, and middle back. So first, we just shake our hands really loosely. Your hands are really loose. Your shoulders are relaxed. Trying to get blood to go to our extremities. As we age, blood recedes from our extremities, so we want to, we're rejuvenating, so we want to get blood to go to our fingertips. Again, now what you can do is you're going to continue your hands shaking by shaking your body. You're bending your knees just a slight bit, coming up. You're coming up and then dropping. So if you were making a sound, you'd hear ah, 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 ah. So we're trying to get the skin to move over the muscles move over the bones. This is breaking up adhesions in our fascia. Once again, by lifting and dropping, we're trying to squeeze the stale energy out of our internal organs. Going to keep warming up our back by kind of going back and forth lightly. And then you're not going low, but you want to be bending your knees. In Chinese medicine, the calf is your third heart. Your first heart is your heart, second heart's your abdomen when you're breathing, and the third heart is your calves. So we've got to that pushes out the stale fluids out of our ankles, helps our body recycle waste, and that allows new nutrients to come in. All right, there you go. Shake the 9 gates and come up and throw the energy out. Just stand there, pull your hands are away, so from your elbows away from your body, so energy can flow down your arms. Turn your hands slightly out. We're just going to take a breath. Breathe in, shoulders relaxed. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, so that's the third one is we're trying to warm up our spine. If you have any kind of spinal problems, any disc problems, just either stretch or lightly can do one of the other ones. What we're doing, it's called a crescent pose. So we're trying to get our spine to be a crescent shape. So Somebody's grabbed your fingers and they're pulling, so you're opening up your shoulders, allowing fluids to flow, and your hands are going to come up. You're inside a door, so you push against the door jamb. So you're not twisting, you're staying in a line, your shoulders are against the wall behind you. And then you're just going to twist and relax. You want to hold for 5 or more seconds, so give your body a chance to go, feel it, breathe in. I'm pushing both ways. You can look down at the floor. Once again, to warm up your neck. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. So that's crescent pose. Okay. So when we do this, it stretches the meridians on this side, allowing energy to flow up, get the kinks out, and it squeezes once again the fluids out of the internal organs on that side. And then as you lift up, that allows fresh nutrients to come in. So this is all, doing Qigong is all about having healthy internal organs. All right, we're going to do one breathing exercise, well actually 2 because they're related. So this is called Qigong breathing 1. So your feet are about shoulder width apart. What you do, going to come down, your hands come up. All your weight, shift all your weight, I'll mirror you. So shift all your weight onto your right foot. And then this foot comes out, steps out. As it steps out, your hands go back and you're making a circle. You're coming up, breathing in, and we're coming back. We're breathing out. Now, shift all your weight onto your left leg. Your hands go back. You step out. Right now, see all my weight still on my back leg, and my back leg is bent. We want to build up strength in our legs and our ankles. So while we're doing this too, breathe out. Back to the right foot. So step out. You can step out slowly. Heel, toe. Your hands come down. Up. Come back. Breathe. Come up, step out. So breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. So bend your legs. We're trying to engage the calves. So now like everything's out, all the weight's on your back leg, calves engaged, you're building up strength in your ankles. Breathe out. Okay. That's number 1. We're going to do number 3. I'll do number 2 for you once in case you're wondering what it is. It's very similar. You step out, breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. So the reason we're going to jump to number 3 is that also stretches your hamstrings. A lot of people have back problems and flexibility problems. So it starts out the same. Bend your knees, come down, step out, heel, toe. I'll step back so you can see it better. Heel, toe, come out, just like before, breathing in. But now when we breathe out, we come back, but we leave our foot out there. All our weight's shifted onto our back leg. And we've got a ball of energy now that we picked up. We're going to roll the ball down our leg. So for the first time, we'll just go to our knee right now. So there, come back, other side. Breathe in, come back. Roll the ball down to your knee. If you can, for this part, we're trying to get in the hamstring. So if you don't have flexibility, it's okay, but if you can arch your back, look up a bit, you can feel it more in your hamstrings. Breathe in, we'll just do a couple of these. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in. All the weight on the back leg. This is only 5% on that front leg to balance. If you go forward and put weight on your front leg, then the muscle seize up and they won't stretch. Or you can hurt yourself because there's too much tension. So you want to keep the front leg is just relaxed. And then you're going down, breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. All right, so if you have any kind of high blood pressure problems or balance problems, stay with that. Otherwise, you can come in, breathe in, breathe out. This part, your back's stretched, but now you can reach lower. You can round your back and reach lower. But don't do it. If you have high blood pressure, it'll increase your blood pressure. If you have low blood pressure, when you stand up, you might pass out. So you want to, if you have low blood pressure in particular, you want to keep your head above your sternum so that you don't have that drop of blood pressure in your brain, which is not good as you stand up. Breathe out. You can stop here or continue down, rounding. Do one more each side. So breathe in. This is Qigong breathing 3. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. All right, so the last couple weeks, the movements we've done have been with posting. So you can review those. They're on the site, qolnow.com. That's our site. So the one of the tenets of principles of Tai Chi is feet, waist, hands, your feet, move your waist, move your hips, and then your waist turns, and then your hands are just expressing what's going on. So they just show, like if you're praying, see I'm posting, hip, knee, and ankle are straight, it posts to one side, your feet should be about 1.5 shoulder widths apart. And then when you get here, you turn your waist, and that, once again, where it's like wringing stale energy out of a cloth. You don't want to turn your hips because you're going to hurt your knee. So you post here, now your hips are the mountain, and now you turn, and so you see if you post and then turn, just turn whatever your flexibility is, but up to 45 degrees. So you see now my hands are just going along for the ride. So that's the principle. People, so we learned a new movement now, but what the previous ones is you move your hands in and out. So this is just going in and out. And if you go put that with the movement, so you're here, turn, go out, come back, turn, pull in, turn, out, turn, in. So I'm going to do a little faster now. So if you coordinate this and do it faster, this is turning the millstone. You can see that was, we did that 2 weeks ago. Last week we did this, we sipping water. Our hands, the hand comes up on the inside, so it's like we're drinking water. But we coordinate that with the movement, so we turn, bend, sip water, turn, bend, sip water, turn, bend, sip water. So I'll do it. This is wave hands like clouds. So if you do it a little bit faster, it's a little hard to see when you learn it, you learn each step. But once you get it, you get rid of all the stops. And then this is a famous Taichi, but once again, you see my hands are always staying over the middle line of my body. So my waist moves, my hips move, then my waist turns. And the hands, once again, your hands just come along for the ride. So, okay, so wave hands like clouds. Post, sip water, post, turn, sip water, post, turn, sip water, post, turn. Okay, so that was last week's lesson. So you can watch that or just play this little part of the video over and over again. Okay, this week there's two other well-known pieces. One is called Part the Wild Horse's Mane. So we're here. If you post and turn, so now you're holding a ball of energy. So you're post to the right side, you're turning toward the corner, you're holding this ball. If we look in the center, see one part's by your navel, the other one is part by your sternum. And what we're gonna do is we post and turn. Okay, so this one you do it as you post, you're gonna post, but then as you turn, your hands separate. The hand on the bottom comes up and the hand on the top goes down. So the hand at the top kind of comes to your hip because it's like you're blocking a kick. But the hand that's on the bottom that's going up, as you see, it's coming up. But it looks like it's going across because it's staying in front of my heart and my waist is turning, right? Then we're going to hold the golden chi ball on this side. We're going to go over this more slowly. We're going to post, and then as you turn, the hand on the bottom comes up, staying in front of your middle line. Grab the golden chi ball, part the wild horse's mane, grab the golden chi ball, post, part the wild horse's mane. Okay, so I'm going to start. So I'm going to hold the golden chi ball. If you're posted to the right, then the left hand, right? Sorry, I'm mirroring you. Yeah, so if you're posted to the right hand's on top and the left hand's on the bottom. And once again, we're doing these kind of in a step because you're going to post and then turn. So you're going to post, but now when you turn, you've got to move your hands at the same time. Once again, this is what's actually happening. This hand is coming up the center and this hand's going down to your wrist. But because we're turning, it looks like we're running our hand along a horse's back, along its mane. We want to get our golden chi ball, post, move out, grab the golden chi ball, post, turn. See this hand, the hand that's coming up is staying in front of my center line. So it's going straight up, but it appears to be going across. This is why it's Tai Chi, because you're coordinating your body and your arm movements. Breathe in. So you can, as you see, these are very calming once you get it. You may be struggling now because it's your first time, but once you get it, you can breathe in, use it in meditation, to music. Breathe out. Grab your golden chi ball. Breathe in. So let's breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Hold the golden chi ball. Post. Out. Breathe in. Post. Breathe out. Breathe in. Post. Breathe out. Take the golden chi ball. The hand that's on the bottom is by your navel. It goes straight up your body to to your heart. Post, turn. Okay, so now once again, the things to remember, we're doing Tai Chi. So it's feet, waist, and then the hands. We're not actually doing, the hands are just kind of moving up and down. So you don't want to be doing this. It looks like, might look like you're kind of doing the same thing because this is coming up, but Tai Chi is actually about your body moving as a unit, and that includes the breath. So your body is moving as a unit with your breath. That's why it's calming. Plus you're going very slowly, so each moment you have to be aware of where your hands are. So breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. So our hands being kind of like our hands here, and then we're coming, and then your hands being thrown off to the side. So what should be happening is when you're here, you're turning, you're facing, I'll just put my hands here. See, I'm facing here, turn, here, turn, here, turn, here. So this is moving here. But see, my hands are going from corner to corner, but that's because my body is moving as a unit. Okay, so we'll just do that a few more times. So this is part the wild horse's mane. So post, the hand, so we're on the right and the right hand's on top, post, turn, post, turn, post, turn, post, turn. Okay, so this is, so that's the first part. Now, that's the easy one that we're going to do today. But so you can either stick with that and just doing posting. You can be looking at your hand. You want to be using your mind too. So as your hand comes up, you can look at your hand, turn it over, and switch to the other side. Breathe in. You don't want to turn your head. Your head stays. Your pelvis in this case is slightly pulled under, just so your kind of back is straight and your head is high. So you're looking. You can think of it as I'm proudly looking at my hand as opposed to looking at the floor. You're here. And then what happens is, so first right now you want to do the steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. But once you get it, what happens is you take the pauses out. So that would look more like 1. And then just as you're pausing, you come over and start going back. So you're breathing in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. And there's music on our site by Jason Campbell, and it's music for practicing Qigong and Tai Chi too. What it has is a triangle that goes off every 4 seconds. So you can breathe in, 1, 2, 3, 4, and breathe out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So once you get the movement doing it smoothly, now you add the music, and now you have to be able to keep control. Most people are asymmetric. They'll maybe go really fast. They'll be doing this, and maybe this one goes fast and this one goes slow. If you do it to the music, you have to make sure you're always in control and you always are aware that you're always moving. Right now, you want to always be moving the same speed. Breathing in, breathe out, 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4. You go on our resource page. Down at the bottom, there's a link to Jason's music. All right. We've got 4 minutes to learn the hard one. So, okay, so here we go. We'll just show it. So in the forms, for the one we just did, part the wild horse's mane, you see the form, except you have to step out, part the wild horse's mane, come back, turn, take the golden chi ball, step out, part the wild horse's mane, turn. So when there's lessons on our site, which is called Taichi walking. So you learn to walk, step, come back, turn, step. That's on. There's several lessons on that. Once you get that, first you have to be so you can control your lower body by itself. You practice the upper movements like we're doing, and then the big day you put them together in the form. Do them both at the same time. All right, the other one that we do, so that was part of the wild horse's mane. The other one we do is also a well-known one. Is called brush knee. So you come up. I'll just show you what we're doing here. This is the walking version. Okay, so the in-place version is you're going to be doing this. You pick up a platter, you touch your elbow, you pick up the platter, touch your elbow, scratch your ear, brush your knee, and you push someone away. Then you pick up a platter, touch your elbow, touch your ear, brush your knee, push someone away, pick up the platter, touch your elbow, touch your ear. So this is what you'll be doing. Okay, there you go. That's the lesson. All right. Come back and practice that every day. Okay, so what are we doing here? So we're here. So what you're going to do is with your, so you're going to do a mirror. So pick up your right hand. You're picking up a platter, right? But you're not twisting around. So this one you're kind of staying in the center. So we're not posting right now. So you're going to lift. You're not reaching behind, so it's kind of right now, it just goes out to the side. So you're just picking up a platter, your hand's flat. And then the other hand's going to come and touch your elbow. And then you're going to scratch your ear. We'll just do that. So we're here, you're going to pick up a platter, touch your elbow, you're going to scratch your ear. Pick up a platter, touch your elbow, scratch your ear. You got to be able to do it on both sides. So you pick up the platter, touch your elbow, scratch your ear. Pick up the platter. It's okay if you don't get this the first time. This is a pretty complicated one. It's called brush knee. So pick up the platter, touch your elbow, scratch your knee. All right. Now you know half of it. Now we'll go back to the other side. So you got to pick up the platter, touch your elbow, scratch your knee. If this hand comes down, see my palms out? It's like someone is say trying to kick you or trying to get you. So you're pushing that out of the way. So you don't want to hit. We're not hitting with the back of your hand. You're hitting with the palm. So after you go here, and this is called brushing your knee. When you do it in the forms, your knee's out, so you're brushing in front of your knee. That's why it's called brush knee. So you brush knee, and then you're gonna push the person away. Okay, so now we're here. Okay, so now the hand that's on the bottom picks up a platter, touch your elbow, scratch your ear, brush your knee, push them away. Now the hand that's on the bottom picks up the platter, touch your elbow, scratch your ear, brush your knee, push them away. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I guess we'll leave it this week with that. I'll try to extend it a bit, but what you want to do is, so you want to do that so you get the 5 movements. Once you have that, then it's the same thing. You do one, and then instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the next level. You're like just going 1, 2. You don't really stop. 3, 4, 5. Once you get that done, so you do it smoothly, the 5 movements, then the next step is when you bring these up, this is already coming over. So this is 1, this is already on its way. So it's 1, 2, and then this starts. But right after it starts going, it starts first, but then as soon as it gets down, rather than waiting till it's here, you're going to push these at the same time. So it's 1, 2, 3. Then it goes up to 1, 2, I guess we'll do 4, 3, 4. We're doing the last 2 together. So 1, up to the touch, 2, 3. 1, lifting the platter and touching the elbow at the same time, scratch your ear, and then push and brush knee at the same time. You don't have to do this now, I'm just telling you, because when you're practicing at home every day for 2 hours, after you get the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down, you can then try to get it so like once again, you do it smoothly. Once you do it smoothly, then you try to get your hands moving together. This is part of the mental acuity of Tai Chi, because you see, you've got to have your hands moving in different directions at the same time and be able to meet. And when you're actually doing the forms, this is still good, because you're, what we're going to do next week, I'll add a little bit, because once again, we don't want to be doing just this, because so we want to be turning our waist, and then turning our waist back, and then when our hands come up on this side, we turn our waist that way, so that we're using our waist. And then once you get all that going, don't worry about it right now. I'm just saying this is the steps that you go through. This is why it actually takes at least a year to learn a Tai Chi form. Then when you're walking, you've got to coordinate your lower body at the same time. So your feet are moving in one direction, your hands are moving in 2 other directions. So like I said, the Tai Chi builds up. You learn to do it very relaxed, so the energy flows through. You have your knees bent and things, so you're building up your lower body strength. But most of it is actually mental, because you've got to learn where your body is, and you've got to be able to move all the parts of your body like different directions at the same time. So it really builds up your mental facilities. All right, I'm going to pull down the heavens. So we're going to breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. One more time. Breathe in, breathe out. And then we clap for ourselves, body, mind, because